What's up, everyone? It's been a while since we've actually just sat down and talked. This is gonna be kind of more of like a life, but mostly house update, because that's basically what life has been. Where should we begin?
So last time we told you we got the house.
And we were just going through the process of getting everything set. Well, something came up on my end in my credit.
Through her parents.
Through my parents. That we got situated. We're just waiting for a letter to come in that we can prove that I'm off this portion. But this brought to light an issue with not the lender, but the mortgage company that our lender was using. So what happened was the underwriter with the mortgage company wasn't communicating to our lender or realtor, but was only to us. And kind of last minute was bringing up stuff like he's trying to say we need a cosigner now, and we don't, and our lender knows we don't. And so because of all that happened, our realtor and lender cut ties.
Completely.
Completely. We were supposed to close today, and that's already been pushed back.
Well, because of the whole situation, I talked to our lender and our realtor, and the decision was just to terminate the contract, and potentially, and the two options were try again or look for a new house.
I was gonna say that's actually new to me about terminating the contract, because you never actually told me that the decision was to terminate.
Well, I said to terminate or.
So our realtor is making it sound like we do still have a chance at getting this. It's just a matter of we need the builders to cooperate, because none of this, what's happening, and none of it's in our control. Our lender is going through specifically his bank and mortgage company now, where he's got more control in the matter.
Especially over the underwriter.
So that should hopefully help us make this go smoother and quicker.
The best part, we don't have to worry about paying for an appraisal or anything else. They already have all our documents. If we have to resend it, we already have everything, so we're set to go.
Yeah. So now it's just a matter of, because the thing is, the builder of the house, which is the current owner, is trying to be very picky on it. It's got to be closed by this date, or it's, you no longer have it. And that's what's getting us, is they're not understanding the situation. Hopefully, or our realtor said that now, was it the lender? One of the two said that now that we have all this information and that they did cut ties with that previous mortgage company, that our realtor has more muscle in the matter of getting to actually get the builders to cooperate. Because she even said at this point, it's going to, especially with the way the market is, it's going to be impossible to close in less than 30 days. And they're trying to get this house out from underneath them. So if they, lose it with us, then it's like they've got at least 30 plus more days of having that house. And so she's trying to get them to cooperate with us on that. And if we can get them to cooperate, this won't be a problem.
So the plan is now is to retry. And
well, we haven't lost the house yet.
But we're hoping no one else is interested. So
that's kind of our update. We've been busy with that, so that's why our videos have just been more of like the, review videos, story videos, because we don't have much right now because of all of this. I was gonna pre-record some videos today since it was my day off, but I ended up spending a part of the day just crying, just out of stress from all of this.
It's really heartbreaking, because we were told we were gonna get done quick. Everything was going fast. Like, yeah, we knew something was gonna happen at some point, but this was really just, first of all, unacceptable on the mortgage company's side of things. It was very unprofessional.
Just the fact that they weren't communicating with the lender.
Exactly.
And the lender kept finding stuff out from us. He's like, I don't know what's going on. Let me check. This is, this does not make sense. Because the fact that the underwriter's trying to say that we still had to have a cosigner, when even our lender, and I was like, no, that's not true.
Yeah. So there was that. The builder is also very unprofessional.
they're very stuck in their ways instead of realizing, hey, we can't this needs to be flexible. It can't be a solid, it's this day for sure. Because, you know, stuff has to get in. They've got to have time for things to get processed. And if they're not giving us that time, they're never going to get that house sold to anyone, for that matter.
It's just, it was not a well-placed situation.
It was all against us.
That we were put in. And it's not, and our realtor and our lender said it's not our fault. It's not, you know, their fault. And we know it's not their fault either. It was more of the mortgage people, her parents, and the builder's fault for
yeah. I was gonna say, it's my parents' fault is only in kickstarting the realization of what this one company is like. But a good chunk of what's actually been going on is just because of this one company and how they've been handling us.
Yeah.
They're basically the reasons things kept getting pushed back because they weren't doing their job properly. It was only an issue on my parents, and they jump-started it.
So
that's where we are.
Again, we're still hoping.
And I've already told Max that, because our realtor and lender said that if this doesn't go through, because we told them, like, it was basically a one-shot thing for us with the money, and we don't have the money to go through it again. So they're like, well, leave that up to us. We'll help you pay for it. We'll help get all this stuff settled. Don't worry about it. If it doesn't work out, we will find you another place. But I've straight up told Max that I emotionally and mentally cannot handle it anymore. There's been so much with this that I just cannot handle the stress, and
I think it's just also we're both mentally and physically attached to this one house.
Yeah.
It's just something about it that it screams us, and
it just feels like home.
Mm-hmm. So that's just the thing. I'm wondering now, because of everything, we might have a little bit more weight under our belt with this, so we might be able to push a little bit more. There is the possibility that the builder might push for more earnest money, but I told our realtor that we're not doing that, and I'm putting my foot down on that, because we just got put in an unfair position. Just because you want to do this, it's not going to happen. It's just, that's not how the world works, and that's very unfair business.
It's unfair that part of this position we were put in was because of the builder's attitude. And so it's kind of unfair. They put us a little bit into this position, but they're going to expect more money out of us from it.
And now I have to make so many calls to the city and some companies to cancel some things. So, or potentially moving back even further than I was hoping.
Because since we were so close to closing, all these companies, like the city and stuff, had already contacted them saying, hey, we need to set up dates for all this stuff to get done. So.
And I had the garage company, internet people come set up for an appointment. So now I got to cancel those or push them back more. So it's great.
Yep.
It's not fun. Yeah, it's a crappy situation.
It was completely out of our control.
It's just, we unfortunately got caught in the crossfire of all of it. Excuse me. I just had popcorn. So, it was basically, we got caught in the crossfire and we kept getting hit. So, it's just, we knew that something was going to happen, but this is just...
I mean, they say something always happens, but I don't think anything that usually happens is anything like this.
Yeah.
And this is like probably a really rare circumstance that almost no one deals with.
Mm-hmm. Or should go through.
Yeah.
So, like, majority of the day I was on my phone talking with our lender and realtor trying to figure out what to do. And thankfully my boss is very understanding about what's going on. I'm a very hard worker, and she knows what's going on, and she feels bad for both of us.
She also knows there's a lot of time sensitive stuff on there.
So thankfully she's willing to work with me while I do this. If I have to call back, I usually call back. It's just I don't leave them high and dry, of course.
I don't quite get that luxury with my job. So, and honestly for me it's just kind of a matter of who's in the leadership position at the time of stuff happening. So what helped was when some of it started Tuesday, it was just two of the team leaders, and they were very understanding, like, yeah, if you need to just go to the back and take a call. And I had to do that once, and actually twice, because one was a call, one was a text. So they're being really helpful, but I can't usually be on my phone at work, so that's great. But that's our update. It's kind of a bummer.
We hope next one we can say we got the house again. So
actually, ideally, we hope to be able to tell you that we did get this house and it didn't fall through.
And actually you see us in our house.
Mm-hmm.
So
I just hope that our lender, since he's got more control over the mortgage stuff now, that he can get things pushed a lot faster.
I think he will. So.
And that we can actually get this. I'm also hoping that our realtor can actually get the builders to cooperate and push back so we can get the stuff taken care of, because I think they can if we can try to at least get them to understand that, hey, we had to cut out our current mortgage stuff and have to go redo all this. They're gonna understand, hey, it was their fault. It was like the mortgage company that did this, not the people buying. So hopefully they can work with us on that. But the owners are being a pain in the butt. So
all we know is that it should be a lot quicker now, because our lender has all our information already.
Yeah.
So, and it's nice that they're willing to work with us 110%.
And that they're siding with us and fighting for us.
I honestly will admit, I am happy that we have two amazing people who are working with us and fighting for us, instead of us just getting stuck in the dirt and just being like, well, not my problem, goodbye. It's nice to have that feeling of we're like a family to them, and they want what's best for us. And in the end, that's what they want, you know. Both of our parents, they understand. Our lender said that when he and his wife got married, their first year, they struggled trying not to murder each other. But it's just one of those things that it's a fight for everything.
Yeah, and in our first year, I'm struggling to get possession of even part of the bed.
Or me communicating very well.
The bed's worse.
True.
Just a quick update on that. I woke up in the middle of the night and he took 3/4 of my pillow up by having his pillow on top of it. So I had like a very small, maybe like 5-inch width of my pillow available for me to lay on, and I was on the edge of the bed. He does not remember that.
Sleepy Max is a different person.
It's a continuous fight, because even just a couple weeks ago, he headbutted me while sleeping.
I don't have any remembrance of that.
No. And after I woke up mid-headbutt because of the pain. And then he comes over, he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. He kisses me on the forehead and passes back out and remembers none of that.
She still loves me.
Somehow. But yeah, we're spending our first year fighting over the bed.
Could be worse.
True.
So.
Well, I'm gonna say that's
Being cut out.
no, it's not. I'm not editing. That's gonna be it for our video. Go ahead and make sure to like and subscribe. Click that post notification bell. You can follow our Instagram, which is linked down below. And then we'll see you in our next video. Bye, guys. Hopefully we can get actual vlogs out soon. But as you heard, we're going through a lot right now. We're just trying to at least get content
We're
out.
mentally
So
and physically exhausted.
yeah, mentally and physically exhausted. We're just trying to get things done. And honestly, editing videos is more of like a relaxing thing for me sometimes. So sometimes it's a way for me to escape the real world. So if we can get some pre-recorded stuff, then I can get these videos edited and like preloaded and ready to go. But hopefully we can actually get more vlogs done soon because we'll be more mentally with it. But right now it's just been more of a stress. So we've kind of been shying away just to focus on ourselves. But yeah, bye guys.